Every time we create any kind of voice bot of any description, it's always an expert, isn't it? Welcome to such and such bot. I'm the expert in this subject matter. You can ask me anything you like about this subject and I'll help you like a human would do. Stanford University found in a study that users are more tolerant and actually rate bots better if you describe them as a toddler. If any of you have ever built any conversational agent before, then you'll know that it is quite challenging to build a complex agent, something that is so knowledgeable about so many subject areas that can actually answer your queries like a human would do. It is a challenge. It's not insurmountable, especially if you can integrate with some kind of knowledge base. Your conversational experience might not be human-like, but you might be able to at least point the user in the right direction and give them the right kind of content. But more often than not, when you're designing conversations, we're not designing truly sophisticated, human-like conversations. And our expectations as humans is that when we have a conversation, we know what it's like, and we can't help but bring that mental model into our conversational experiences with technology. And so our expectations are absolutely huge. And so what happens when you call your bot an expert is that you set potentially unrealistic expectations. People expect to have the same kind of conversation that they're able to have with a human, and expect your bot to be able to answer any question that they have and actually handle the conversation like a human would. But when you do that, that is inevitably going to lead to some potentially unsatisfied customers, because any conversation with any bot isn't really like a true conversation with an actual human, because they're not as smart as a human is yet. And so this study at Stanford found that if you introduce your bot and tell the user that it is a child or it is a toddler and that it is very basic and it's always learning, and that the user actually is going to help them learn throughout the course of the interaction, users not only have more tolerance, but they also rate the experience as better. Now that's hard for us because we want to create sophisticated conversations. We want to create human-like conversations. We want to create compelling, high-quality customer experiences. But are we setting users up to fail by doing that? Why don't we just introduce our bots as basic toddlers, set the parameters and the constraints that it can operate within, and let the user train it and teach it, and give the user a chance to help it get better, to help it make it work? What do you think? Should you introduce your bot as a toddler, or should we maintain that these things are experts in their field? Let me know your thoughts below.